We're walking out of this one.
Start fresh, baby.
There has been a slight delay in the program.
This seems to keep happening to us. I am ready to inspect them out of this RV. Positive, I want free swag.
Kind of showed up at home. Hey, look what I got.
Tell them what you forgot.
General RV 2.0.
Don't give it to them.
They're closing it up with us in it. We better get out of here.
Today is the day we have been waiting for. We've been sitting in this broken thing for months, unable to go camping. I got up early for this, so you know it's important. It's a balmy, feels like 40 degrees out. You can see our breath maybe.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day to go get a new rig. I'm actually kind of sad about leaving this baby behind at the end of today for our new rig, but Alice doesn't. She's like, good riddance.
Start fresh, baby. That's what we need. We need a fresh start.
Yeah, so we're headed up to Jacksonville. We got a 2-hour ride. We got to drop off the dog, get the kids on the way because we want to be able to focus on the purchase, making sure I get all that financial stuff and all that stuff squared away. And we have to inspect.
Yes, I'm going to pull drawers out and see if they fall out. You'll know what I'm talking about if you saw our last video.
Alice will be looking for loose screws, things that are put together, trim that's not on right. She's going to be really on them about this thing being perfect when we pick it up. But we're going to try to have the rig as perfect as possible before we take off. We know that there is a worry that we're going to have a period where stuff is going to break and it's going to have to be fixed either under warranty or by me.
Mostly by him.
So we'll see what happens. But we're a little nervous about going through the buying process again. It's been 4 years and this time it's new instead of used. So a little different experience.
But this is our 4th RV now. Now, the first 2 that we bought, one was a travel trailer. I wasn't there for that. Larry did it. Then the next was a Class B Travato. I wasn't there for that. Larry did that. Sort of like when he bought the boat. So it's kind of interesting to be actually.
Things I just kind of showed up at home. Hey, look what I got. Cool, huh? Okay, this day is already starting a little weird. This guy right here was complaining that I wasn't paying attention when he's backing up. He's two spots over.
Space over.
Yeah, he's freaking out on me. What a weird way to start. Okay, anyway, we're here at General RV and here to pick up the rig. Here, get in the camera with me, honey. I just want to get us walking out.
Sorry, I'm still a little freaked out by that.
That was a little freaky. But okay, we're here at General RV to pick up the rig. Okay, we are here at General RV and I am a VIP today. They stick these on you as soon as you basically come in the door, let you know that you are a customer who is buying a rig today.
Hey, this is the lanyards we can use for
yeah, that's good.
The Tampa show next year.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. So we're just waiting for somebody to give us, as a technician, I guess, is going to come and give us a tour of our new rig. Ready to inspect?
I am ready to inspect them out of this RV. I'm going to make notes.
All drawers will be checked.
Drawers, the cabinet doors.
I'm going underneath. I'm looking under
Larry's
the RV.
the under guy. I'm the inside.
I'm going to the suspension and all that stuff.
Yeah, kick the tires.
Right, so we have our own job.
But tell them what you forgot.
Forgot the license plate. I should have brought the license plate from our old rig to be able to slap on this so we could drive it home.
And we did call and change the VIN number over in our insurance, but we're waiting for a call back because there seems to be a little error code.
Yeah, I was a little worried about that. This is a girl from Progressive. And she said, wait a minute, I got to the end and it says I have to call Progressive.
Don't give it to them.
We're a little worried that because we had such a big claim, they're gonna say, sorry, we are not gonna renew your insurance.
So we're waiting for that
let's
call.
Cross our fingers and hope that that doesn't
Waiting
happen.
for that call.
Technical advisor just kind of basically just dropped us off with the rig because we told him we know everything there is to know about fifth wheels. But the first interesting thing getting into the RV is that these stairs are different than the ones that we looked at the other day. These are like flippy stairs. These are more rides. So you basically flip them up like that and then you lift it up. But they're light. And then it's got a lock, which is what I like. It's got a lock to lock them in place. So that's the first difference that I see from the rig that we saw the other day. Okay, we are here on delivery day, and when I had originally called General RV, I wanted to come the day before to look at the rig and then come back. And they discouraged me and said, no, maybe you should, just come that day. We'll have lots of time. Well, we get in here, we're starting to do the tour, then I realize something huge. Let's get down here, honey.
It's the wrong rig.
So all the 2024 303 RLSs have a flush floor.
You don't have the toe kick
on the kitchen slide, and for whatever reason, they say it's a 2024, but it has the old school toe kick on the kitchen slide.
I did notice lots of other little differences, but they weren't really big. And then all of a sudden Larry walks in and says, oh my God, there's a toe kick. And I didn't even notice it. And I was like, this is not a 2024.
So we are
maybe not picking up a rig today.
We're probably not getting a rig. I can't imagine they just have another 303 RLS sitting on the lot ready to go. So, but that's the way it goes. Stuff happens. But luckily we caught it. We just got here maybe half an hour ago, and we bring us in the rig, and we noticed almost right away that it's the wrong toe kick.
So insist that you come a day before to inspect, because there's a bunch of cabinets that are kind of loose and stuff. Insist on it. Say, no, I want to come in a day before and check it out.
If you're doing it over the phone like we did, and you're making a deal, it's better to go and look at the unit, walk it before you make the deal. I should have listened to my own intuition and spidey sense and used my own experience, and I skipped that, and that was my mistake. But anyways, hopefully either they've got another 303 here that is a real 2024 and has the flush slide, or we're gonna have to come back and do this another day. So there's more differences between this rig and a real 2024 than just the slide. The stairs were different, the stove is different,
there's a drawer that's different. This whole setup here is different.
We should have clued into that early.
They're pulling in the slides. I think they're closing it up.
I think they're closing it up. Was not saying we better get out of here.
Why are we not hitched up to our new RV today?
There has been a slight delay in the program.
Slight problem. We start the inspection of our unit, and even though it's marked as a 2024, it's actually an early 2023 that they marked as a 2024.
I mean, this is common in the RV industry that midway through the year they switch model years, but what happened with this one, it didn't get any of the extra features or new features of the 2024, but it was marked as a 2024. There's probably some sort of date cutoff. So the big thing was that the slide floor on the kitchen side was not the flush floor. It had the toe kick, and we don't want the toe kick. The whole reason we chose a 2024 instead of a 2023 is to not have the toe kick. So I immediately saw the toe kick, and I'm like, nope, we're walking out of this one. Please find us another 303 RLS ASAP.
So what you need to do is you can't rely on like the pictures on a website, because they're just going to show you your basic model. What we did wrong, and this is
what I should have done.
Spidey sense.
And I've done this with every RV I've ever bought. Before the delivery day, if I hadn't already seen the rig, I went in the day before, put feet on the ground, eyeballs on every feature to make sure that the model year that they're saying it is actually is, and has all the features that are being marketed for that model year.
Because the spec sheet doesn't say toe kick or no toe kick and things like that.
And it wasn't just the toe kick. It had a different stove. It had a different oven. The microwave was different.
The island is set up differently.
Yeah, the garbage cans in a different place. The stairs were completely different. It had the old style they were using before, the Moride flippy upstairs instead of the new easy lift Lippert stairs. I mean, there were several differences, but the big difference for us was the flush slide on the kitchen slide, the flush floor on the kitchen slide.
The other thing that we messed up on, we told them on the phone that we are transferring the license plate. Explain that.
Right, so because we're just going from one RV to the next, what you always got to tell them is that, hey, I am transferring my tag. I don't want a whole new registration, because that is expensive to get a new registration and then just, delete your old registration. It's much cheaper to transfer the tag you already have if you're going from one rig to another. And I had told them that. We walk up and there's a new tag on it. I'm like, hey, wait a minute. I already have a tag. So there's little things like that you got to keep an eye out for.
And make sure you bring your tag, because we actually forgot to bring our tag.
We did forget to bring our tag, but so we're going to do a reboot.
Yes. Well, one more thing. On the way here, we actually called Progressive Insurance and gave them the new VIN number, because you have to have insurance before you drive away with the rig.
If you're getting a loan.
If you're getting a loan. So, well, you should have insurance on your new rig.
But you don't have to. You don't have to.
But anyway, so we transferred to a new VIN. So we have to call again and say, sorry, that's not the VIN number. So transfer it back to the Solitude until
Friday.
Until Friday.
So that's the reboot. We're coming back on Friday. Today's Tuesday. They're getting one shipped from, I think it's Virginia.
Yes.
And then I guess they got to clean it up, do their whole thing.
They said we're getting free swag. I said, I want some free swag.
I don't know what kind of swag they're going to give us, but it's the same deal. It's the same arrangement we made financially for this rig. It's
same price
as we had made before. And we're just going to come back and do General RV 2.0 on Friday, which is fine. You know what? I think the most important message is, stuff like this does happen during these transactions. Be aware of them. And when there are bumps in the road, just like, okay, how can we fix it? And General RV is fixing it.
The manager personally came over and talked to us.
They were very courteous and they were very understanding that this is an important feature that we want to have in our RV. And they went bend over backwards to make sure that is fixed as best that they could. And good thing for us, we're not in a hurry. We're not like going on vacation tomorrow or something like that.
Yeah.
That's the other thing, is to make sure that when you do get delivery, you've got time for things like this to happen. Don't be like, I'm ready going on a vacation the next day. Yeah. Don't do that. You know, you're going to have a day like this. Maybe something will happen, and then have a shakeout trip.
Yes.
Like a couple of days at a local park. But it's just one of those lessons that we have learned the hard way today.
It seems to keep happening to us, so hopefully it won't happen to you.
Yeah, you think, well, you know, the amount of experience that we have, you wouldn't think this would happen to us, but it did.
And we had to give up our VIP card.
Yeah, I want my VIP tag back, but everybody here, I will say, it was super awesome.
Nice.
Our salesperson,
Shay was super nice.
Was super nice. Jason, the guy that was giving us the tour of the RV, was super good.
The manager,
the manager was super cool. Andrew, very nice guy. I will say everybody was very understanding of us being very particular about what we wanted, and like doing whatever they could to give us what we wanted. So we'll come back on Friday.
But it was a 2-hour trip here, 2-hour trip back, so we got to do it again.
But I got to spend 2 awesome hours with my beautiful wife, having fun conversation, driving here, listening to music.
That's the worst part of it. I'm stuck in the truck with him for 4 hours.
But you got to think of the positive side of everything.
Yeah, I'm positive I want free swag.
I am positive Friday will be awesome. We're going to be good to go.
Yeah. Tell us what you would have done if you were in our situation. You go to the dealership, you walk into the RV that you have searched for months, and it's the wrong one. It had the True Coat. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we'll put a link in the description to show you what movie that is from. But what would you have done? Would you have taken the deal? We didn't actually ask what the deal was, but they wanted us to take that one for a discount.
You know, there on the spot, there was no way I was taking the rig that was there. Now, a couple days later, I've thought about it a little bit. Should I have at least listened to his offer? I mean, if it was like a significant discount, I don't know, $5,000 or something like that, I would have at least listened to it. But we were so like, okay, I don't know, what is with us and the toe kick? We were really all about not getting rid of that toe kick. Our toes were telling us, no more toe kick. We bought a flush freaking slide.
We've been banging our toes for 4 years. Our toes will thank us.
Yeah.
But it's also, I think, we envisioned what our new, because this is our home, we envisioned what our new home was going to be, and they didn't give us the one that we wanted. Now, we talked about earlier, it's not totally their fault. So, but I want to make sure you guys see the next video, because today we're going to get
We're
the
on
RV.
our way to do the deal. So now it's Friday. We're getting ready to get in the truck and drive a couple hours to Jacksonville. We've got the dog stashed at the kids for the day. We're all set up for an awesome pick up your RV day, and it is going to be an awesome day. I'm positive this time. It really is going to happen.
So tell us in the comments, what would you have done differently? We're hoping that the mistakes that we actually made, not just what they did, but we made, will help you.
Are we making mistakes on purpose?
No, I swear we're not. I swear we are not doing
We're
this on
doing this
purpose.
all just for YouTube.
Oh, it's so tiring. No, we would rather have no mistakes and have our new RV here.
I want a flawless day. I want to have an excellent experience. I want to be driving to that place smiling from ear to ear. I got my new RV behind me, and we're going to be headed out to go do crazy adventures this summer.
So make sure that you comment here or on my Instagram or Facebook.
And I'm going to leave a link to a playlist right over here of all the craziness that went on about, why we're going to need a new rig and all that kind of stuff. So check that out. I'm also going to leave a link right down here to subscribe, because if you don't want to miss the next episode, because the next one should be...
It should be a new RV.
It should be a new RV. It's Friday, so we're not going to get that out this week. So next week will be the drive up and go get the RV, we hope.
And remember,
downsizing does make sense.